Eliza, you have been, in the field of sustainability for the past few years, and you have worked with bigger organizations as well. So I'm sure you would have been part of those sustainability committees at some point there. And that brings me to my first question, like, why do you think, these committees are formed, and how do they actually operate?
So committees are usually made up of people that are excited about sustainability and they're trying to get the rest of the office to recycle,
Yeah.
usually. Like that, I think, is sort of the traditional
Okay.
sustainability committee, green committee.
Yeah.
So I think in the past, luckily this isn't as much the case now, but companies that didn't see the full business case for sustainability would tell employees to create a sustainability committee, and then would get either confused or annoyed when they did read the business case for sustainability about like saving money and engaging employees, and then would wonder why the committee wasn't fulfilling the full business case. So I think committees seem like an easy answer to a not so easy problem. Companies give sustainability to a committee because they don't want to invest in it, or they want to start something. Usually, a committee comes from wanting to make a change.
Mm-hmm.
And people on the committee don't have any power, so they get frustrated and then it doesn't actually work. So I think of committees as being good idea generators, but they aren't good executors.
Okay. I could almost like sense your frustration when you were talking. So, if I understand correctly, the power to execute still lies, I think, with the top management, while committees are, just there to give ideas. Execution versus ideation sort of reminds me of my MBA projects, where like it stopped at a lot of them stopped at just being great ideas. So, do you think these committees are like even slightly effective? And what is your opinion about the basic flaw with these committees?
I think they're effective as an idea generator, like I said earlier. I also think they're effective for getting employees interested in sustainability and thinking about it and excited about it. But I liken it to, imagine if you created a marketing committee or an operations committee instead of giving people action items and work and creating a real department about that. You wouldn't get any results from a marketing committee. So I think sustainability is the same. So we need to stop thinking about sustainability as an add-on or feature or something that we can just give to 5 people that care about it and then expect change from that. So it really needs to be embedded in the organization to create change. The biggest flaw with a committee is they're not designed to create change. So in some cases, in rare cases, if the committee is made up of, 5 people that have permission to use 10% of their time to create and embed sustainability and have power given to them from the executive board to create change, then that's fine. But I think this idea of a committee as an add-on feature just isn't a way to make a smart sustainability decision.
Right. Like, yeah, I mean, if you can't really execute, it's hard to gather, that motivation to keep working towards something. And that's true here as well. You don't even know, like, if your ideas would be implemented, or what kind of support you would get from the top management. So Eliza, like, if not through committees, how do you think sustainability should be embedded in the organizations?
If you want to see benefits from sustainability apart from superficial things like recycling, you really need to add it to the company's overall strategy and make it part of everyone's job descriptions, tie employee work to it, tie goals to it. So I think it is an employee engagement. That's part of it. Obviously, we can talk for another hour about how to embed it in the organization. But I think the main takeaway is that it has to be part of job descriptions. It can't just be 10 people meeting once a month for 30 minutes.
Right. Yeah, reminds me of, our last discussion where we discussed employee engagement and sustainability, and how employee engagement is the best kept sustainability secret. So if you haven't watched that, like, you can go to our website and watch the last episode. Well, thanks a lot, Eliza, for sharing all those insights today.
You're welcome. See you next week.